Mr. Tom's father, my granddad, his name was Tom Horton Sr. He was an anesthesiologist in Tupelo for a very, very long time. He got brain cancer in about 2011, and we were in Grenada at the time, and so he was just like, hey, I want you guys to come and spend my last days with me. And so he gave us a house, just gave us a really nice house, and we spent a lot of time with him before he passed away. But Mr. Tom, his dad said that he wanted a steak every day until he died. Even if he couldn't eat it all, he wanted every day to have a steak, and he wanted his son to cook it for him. And so every day, as promised, Mr. Tom would cook Pop, is what we like to call him, a steak. And even if he couldn't eat it all, he wouldn't get it out of the fridge. He'd have to have another steak. And there was a steak on the menu a while ago, and it was called a glutton cut. And that was the cut that he always had. It was a 24-ounce ribeye. It was a roast on a plate, as I liked to call it, and it was one of the steaks that you could not get medium well all the way done because it would take 30 minutes. But Pop was never the one to get a well done steak. He was always like, give me it medium rare. I want it as rare as you can give it. Just slap it on the grill, sit it on both sides, and give it to me. That's the way he was, and he was a really great guy. He had a very dry sense of humor, but he was the funniest, and he was the sweetest, and he loved his family with all of his heart, all of the time. And he passed away shortly after that. His tumor came back after they did the surgery, and he just went downhill from there. But after he passed away, Mr. Tom, he was like, I'm gonna open up a steakhouse. And he opened up a steakhouse in honor of his dad, and that's why it's called Homer's Steaks and More, because Pop used to go by Homer. He didn't want to go by Thomas or Tom, and that just so happens to be Mr. Tom's name too. So Thomas Homer Horton Sr. and the Junior to follow it. I'm Ashley Sims from Homer's Steaks and More in Tupelo, and this is my Tupelo.